When I first saw the trailers for David Robert Mitchell's The End of Oak Street, I was pleased to see a suspenseful non-Jurassic Park take on the dinosaur. However, after watching, I can say that the suspense and anticipation I felt lasted about as long as the trailer itself. I'm really not exaggerating when I say this. Nearly nothing happens in this film, and the scariest thing about it is the parents' crumbling marriage. The film opens on a picturesque grandma's house neighborhood where a joyful block party on the title street blares at you that the smiles won't last long. The set design, costumes, and colors are honestly perfect and frame the time period really well. Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway as Greg and Denise do a really fantastic job with what they're given. As predicted, the smiles at the block party turn to frowns, but it's got nothing to do with dinosaurs. Their marriage is obviously on the fritz and their kids know about it, but instead of working to fix things, they each bury themselves in their own individual work. There's some sprinkled on clues of the dinosaurs' arrival in the form of a comedic giant turd and a mysterious plant, before the family and the audience are teleported with a flashbang into prehistoric times. It actually looks pretty cool when they do a wide shot, despite it being obvious CGI. But given such a heavy focus on the family dynamics, it leaves little room for any other plot points, such as world building, dinosaurs, or survival. When they realize that the dinosaurs are about that life and hunting their neighbors, their first instinct is to get out of their house. Now, with everyone out of the house, they forget that crucial piece, that they're in a survival story. They don't loot houses, and they certainly do not keep a low profile. Instead, they actively draw attention to themselves by literally screaming and strolling down the middle of the road while people all around them are being torn apart. If that wasn't enough trope dropping, these characters are caked in plot armor. The dinosaurs were obviously paid actors because if they were real, they wouldn't think twice about attacking with all their power. And no front door or wall of fauna is going to stop an ankylosaurus from eating your mother's vegetable garden or a T-Rex from chomping the runtime in half. There's one very cliche example when a giant eel crawls through the house and creeps up on Denise. Instead of quickly eating her and moving on to the rest of the family, it diverts his attention to the son Brian, who's able to keep it out of his room by pressing his 14-year-old body against a wooden door. I really don't understand why movies like this lately want to inject humor instead of injecting their characters with thinking serum. Now, I might have spoken a little too soon about the plot armor, because in a scene where Denise is being attacked by the T-Rex, Greg decides to distract it, and boy does his run out. But why his? Because this divorce drama disguised as a dinosaur survival movie establishes pretty early on that Greg is all in for his family, working high school jobs to keep them afloat, while Denise is busy writing a book based on her life and how she wants to get a divorce and leave the family. But sure, you kill the guy that wants to keep it together. You know how in these kinds of movies another survivor will shine a reflection to alert that they're there? Well, they see one of those coming from a house that's very far away. Very quickly and completely unscathed, they arrive at that house and face another one of the few challenges, in the form of some crocodiles and Komodo dragons who are either pregnant or broken-limbed because they're moving in slow motion. Their reflection turned out to be a convenient portal comedically placed at just enough distance where they have to jump off the roof of the house, which is like this funny. They make it through the portal in just enough time to get off Oak Street, and they reunite with Greg, which Denise is thrilled about, which to me just reinforces the idea that you have to lose someone to love them. I'm going 5 out of 10. If you want to make a divorce family dynamics drama, let the dinosaurs be extinct. But I want to know what you think. Did this divorce drama disguised as a dinosaur survival bite off more than it could chew, or did it work out well for you? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and while you're down there, hit like and subscribe if you enjoy what I have to say and want to see more. Nice seeing you. That reflection turned out to be a comportal. That reflection, here we go.